Good morning, children. Let us begin with Standard 5 English Grammar, Unit 28, Vocabulary. So, what is vocabulary? Vocabulary are the words that we use in our speech when we are talking to someone else. So, we should know the different words with their meanings, that how we should use that word in our talking. Certain words in English mean the same, but the words are different. Then, how to use those different words at the proper time when we are talking? So, all the words actually we should know their meanings and how they are used in a sentence. So, here in this lesson, we are given around 50 words with their meanings and the way we use them in a sentence. So today we will discuss only few, and you need to read all these words that are given with their meanings and sentences in this lesson so that you can increase your word power of speaking. So let us begin. As for the first one, you can see is given accustomed. Accustomed is a adjective. And what does it mean? When something becomes a habit, it means you have become accustomed to it. Means if something you are following and you need to follow that thing every day in your life. So you say that I am accustomed to that thing. So my family is accustomed to eating dinner at 8 p.m. sharp. So this is something that you are following every day in your life. So this word can be used like accustomed. Now another word is ashamed. What is ashamed is also an adjective. So when you do something wrong and you feel bad about it or you feel upset about what you have done, so you say I am ashamed. How do you use it in a sentence? Roshan was ashamed when he found out that his friends knew he had cheated in the game. So you feel ashamed. You feel sorry for something what you have done. So this is the way we should know the meaning and where I have to use that word when I am speaking. Here we can see console. What is the meaning of console? When you try to comfort someone who is sad, you are trying to console him. So, how do you use it in a sentence? There was no one in the house when his house was burgled. No one consoled him. Burgled means there was a robbery in his house. So that person must be very upset. So there was no one to console him when he was very sad. Now crush. When something is pressed hard and it loses its shape, we say it is crushed. So the sentence is look out, that big rock is going to fall down and crush your car. So when the rock is going to fall, your car will be crushed. So this is the way we know the meaning and then we can use it in the sentence accordingly. Now here the first word, that is deceive. What does it mean? To deceive someone is to make them believe something which is not true. Means something is false and that false thing you are trying to prove that it is true. That is the word deceive. So the cunning fox tried to deceive the foolish crow by praising his voice. So he tried to the fox tried to convince the crow that he had a very nice voice, but which was not true. So that is the word meaning deceive. Now if you see emphasis. Emphasis means to give special attentions or importance. So when you give certain force to something that you need to learn, we say you are emphasizing on it. So the students paid special emphasis to the chapters they were taught a week before the exam. Now you can see the 28th word, that is irritate. It is a verb. What does it mean? To annoy someone. When we keep on troubling someone, that person gets irritated. So your sentence is, he kept on complaining about the food, the weather, and irritated everyone. So when we keep on talking about the same thing, we irritate someone. Then the 31st one, which is leisure, which is a noun. What does leisure mean? It is the time when you do not have to work. You are just enjoying that time. It is your free time. We say it is our leisure time. So how do we use it in the sentence? My father loves to hear music in his leisure time. Leisure time means his free time. Now you can see the 40th word, that is offend, which is a verb. Offend means to offend someone means to make them angry or upset. That is the meaning of offend, when you make someone angry and you make someone upset. So your sentence can be, you cannot offend your parents by disobeying them and lying to them. So this is when we disobey them and we do not, and we say some lies to them. You are trying to offend your parents. Then the 43rd one, that is patience, which is a noun. What is the meaning of patience? If you wait for something without becoming upset, you have patience. Means sometimes when you have some work and it takes a long time and you become angry, so we say you are not patient, but you sit and keep waiting for your turn, so we say that you have patience. Means you are not upset by your long time, so you are patient. So how do we use it? The little boy's patience was rewarded and he got a big fish. So means that the boy must have gone to catch a fish for fishing. So he waited and waited for hours, and last he caught a big fish. So his patience was rewarded. Because of his patience, he did not get upset that since so long I am sitting and I can't catch a fish. So he waited and waited and waited, and at last he was rewarded and he caught a big fish. So this is the meaning of patience. The 45th one is quarrel. Quarrel is to disagree or fight. When you fight with someone, we say you had a quarrel. So how do we use it in a sentence? It is a verb. The two friends began to quarrel and their angry voices could be heard by all. Then the next one is rebel, which can be used as a verb also, and sometimes we can use as a noun also. So when it is a noun, the meaning is a person who fights the government to change it. We say that we rebel against the government. And if you use it as a verb, so that verb, it means to defy or not listen to your superiors or government. So both, if you use as a noun, the meaning of it is different, and if you use it as a verb, the meaning of it is different. So when we use it as a noun, how will you use it in the sentence? The rebels attacked the king's palace. And if you use it as a verb, we can write, we would rebel against any suggestions of his parents when he was a teenager. So this is the way how we use it as a noun and as a verb. Next one is restore. Restore is something is to put it back the way it was. It is a verb. And how do we use it in a sentence? They have begun to restore all the old palaces in the city. So they have started repairing. So what it was earlier, they have started to do it again in that manner. So we say they have started restoring. Then your next word, if you can see, is sacrifice. Sacrifice is to give up something valuable, something that is very precious to you, and you give up that. Means something which you like eating and you say, but now I won't be eating that thing. So you say you are sacrificing that thing. So how do you use it in the sentence? It will be, my parents had to sacrifice many comforts to pay for my education abroad. So your parents have sacrificed many things that they wanted to do in life. Why? Because they wanted you to get educated. At the last, if you can see, wicked. What does wicked mean? Bad or evil. It is an adjective. How do we use it? The wicked witch. stole the baby princess and ran away. And the last one is worship. What does worship mean? To worship means to like and honor a person, thing, or a religious figure. Worship means when you go to a temple, you say you are worshipping. I had gone to worship because you respect that God. So most people around the world like to worship in a church, a mosque, or a temple. So when you know the meaning of the word, you can use it in a sentence and you can also use it in your speech. So now let us begin with few exercises based on these vocabulary. So let us begin with the first exercise. We need to choose the right definition of the given word. So your first word is utilize. What does this utilize mean? The correct option is D, and the meaning is to use something for a specific purpose. The second one is grief, and your correct option is C, a feeling of sadness. The third one is sacrifice, and your correct option is A, to give up. Your fourth one, incident, and your correct option is D, a bad event. And your fifth one, lightning. Your correct option is D, and it means what you see during a storm. Your sixth one, capable of causing death. Your correct option is B, that is fatal. Seventh, imitate. Your correct option is A, and the meaning of it is to act like someone else. Eighth one is quarrel, and your correct option is C, that is an argument. Ninth, modest. Your correct option is A, and modest, the meaning is a person who does not think he is too important. 10th, exceed, and your correct option is D, to go past a certain limit. That is the meaning of exceed. Now we begin with exercise 2. Now the words, the meanings are given to us in the block, and we have to choose and accordingly write them into the sentences. So which words are they? Let us read. Deceive, accustomed, leisure, irritate, restore, console, offend, rebel, wicked, and patience. So now let us begin. The first one. The dictator had better weapons and a stronger army, and they had to give up the idea to rebel against him. Second one. You irritate me so much with your continuous and meaningless chatter. Third, he heard the complaint of the villagers with patience and full attention. Fourth, the government is trying to restore all our important monuments. Fifth, in his leisure time, he used to play chess to relax. Sixth, he tried to console his friend when he lost the first prize. Seventh, you cannot offend your superiors by being late to office every day. The eighth one, do not try to deceive your master. He can easily send you to prison. Ninth, for the fancy dress party, Rajni came dressed up as the wicked witch. 10th one, he was not accustomed to eating rich food and fell sick. So dear children, I hope you have understood this 28th lesson. Now your homework is that you need to complete this exercise 1 and exercise 2 very neatly in your grammar notebooks. And exercise 1, you can write all the 4 options and then you can tick the correct one. So you know that which one you are choosing. So thank you and have a nice day.